Looks like Disney changed their tune.
Yeah, Disney was trying to cut off Disnuts.
More like DEI's knee.
Back to you, weirdos.
Check out this song I just wrote. Please don't cut my pecker off. Pretty good, right?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. A year zero Marxist is somebody that wants to burn all of the history books, eliminate all of society up until this very moment where we institute Marxism and bring about your utopia, where you're really just a slave to the state. And yes, that sounds like hell on earth, and yes, it will end in mass famines and mass executions and labor camps, but it'll be great as long as you don't have a Bible or a book about capitalism or anything to remember a better world. This is very much the way that modern Hollywood functions. Modern Hollywood doesn't want you to remember what it was like when you had real creators or genuinely unique ideas. You must accept the sludge that you're currently being given. In fact, the originals are the real threat, okay?
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story. With a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Okay. It's the meme that's been played out 100,000 times over. Modern day Hollywood, much like the modern day Marxists, sees the better products and the better systems that were created by more intelligent people, wiser and more moral people, as a threat. And they'll do anything to try and prevent you from seeing those things because it diminishes what they're currently creating. That's why, given the woke mind virus, which is really just an adjacent strand of Marxism, they went after our beloved, cherished childhood memories. I was a big fan of Peter Pan. I thought it was one of the best cartoons ever. But if you clicked on a Peter Pan over the last 10 years on a Disney streaming service, this is what you would get. This program includes negative depictions, mistreatment of people of cultures. Their stereotypes were wrong then and they're wrong now. Rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact and spark a conversation to create a more inclusive future. Disney is committed to creating stories with inspirational messages. So we're sorry, right? It's a struggle session. It's Marxism. It's a struggle session. They would do this in communist China. You lock the person in stock, you like humiliate them in front of everyone. It's a struggle session. This is Disney. Apologize. This is why Disney has this dingbat as Snow White. This is why it's a humiliation ritual to hire this person as Snow White. Got it? It's an embarrassment. They're trying to humiliate and debase themselves. They're looking back into the past and saying, we're so sorry about it. If you go to Dumbo, what's wrong with Dumbo? Look at this. It contains outdated cultural depictions. Look at the Aristocats. It's one of my kids' favorites. It contains outdated cultural depictions. What? Because they had like a Siamese cat in there with some chopsticks? Are you serious? Aladdin? They got Aladdin? Aladdin was made in like the 90s. Look at this. Contains tobacco depictions. There's no end. That's the problem. There's no end. You give in one time, and they'll come for everything. They'll take everything from you. And Disney's been given in a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And they've seen their business crater nightmarishly because people are just so sick of this. We don't need you to sit there and critique the things that we love as though you're somehow better than Walt Disney, who made the original Snow White. You're smarter than me. You're so much more enlightened than Walt Disney, the person you're collecting a paycheck off of, the guys whose legacy you are using to fund your, what is going to be a very, very short career? Yeah, okay. Disney's saying enough of this. And thank God. Disney is making a lot of U-turns. And is it too little too late? Probably. But we'll take the W's because this is President Trump. This is Trump returning. This is all of us, but via the election of President Trump, returning sanity and reality to society. No longer allowing people to bully us and terrorize us. The people who hate us, the atomizationists, the people who want the destruction of this society. Disney scraps woke trigger warnings on family favorites such as Dumbo and Peter Pan in a bonfire of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Sasha's the only one. Disney is ditching the woke warnings. The American entertainment giant has become the latest to quietly tweak disclaimers on decades-old films featuring themes of racism or ethnic stereotypes in the wake of Trump's return to the White House. Tech behemoths Google and Meta, owns Instagram and Facebook, retail powerhouse Amazon, have all relaxed elements of their DEI schemes as Trump signed an executive order ending radical and wasteful state DEI programs. Disney is reported to be watering down its cultural disclaimers and negative depictions and mistreatments. We checked, actually. So here's the Peter Pan page here on Disney, and there's no disclaimer anymore. So there we go. It's just like a depiction, like a happy description of what the movie actually is, and a shout out to the people who made it. So good on you. I mean, I guess it's a pretty low bar, actually. Like, pretty low bar. Disney drops 2 DEI programs in the latest SEC filing, investor pressure company to do more. Disney appears to be backing away from its woke policies. The Walt Disney Company appears to be scaling back DEI initiatives, according to the latest SEC filing. Disney dropped its Reimagine Tomorrow program in their diversity, equity, inclusion section in their 10K report. The program was mentioned in the 2023 report, which defined the program as the company's digital destination for amplifying underrepresented voices across Disney's DEI commitments. The program hosted a controversial 2022 leaked all-hands meeting in which Disney executive touted her for a not-so-secret gay agenda. Remember?
The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like
Children's company.
Like it was. I mean,
Children's
like
company.
Maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last like they are turning it around. They're going hard, and then all that like momentum.
They're going hard. They're turning it around. Disney dumps 2 DEI programs as investor pressures company to axe even more woke initiatives. What did you get, by the way? Well, like, was this like did this increase the shareholder value of Disney, which is a publicly traded largest media company on earth? Does this? This is a Disney product.
This country was built on slavery, which means slaves built this country. Tilled this land from sea to sea to sea. First there was rice, tobacco, sugar cane. Then Whitney did his thing and cotton became king. And we were its soldiers, 4 million strong. Fighting for America's freedoms, even though we remained America's slaves. Built this country. The descendants of slaves continue to build this. Slaves built this country. And we, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their suffering. And continue to earn reparations every moment we spend submerged in the systemic prejudice, racism, and white supremacy that America was founded with and still has not.
Let me prove to you that there is no such thing as systemic racism in America. The fact that Lizzo can get Star Wars roles. Here's a actual scene that is actually canon now in Star Wars, because Disney owns it like everything else. Here's your proof. Your proof that there is no such thing as standards at all anymore for anything. Lizzo's getting Star Wars roles. Okay? So, yeah. Let me give you another little thing that's going to be hard on the eyes. This is what happens when you dump all of your trash woke policies. Now, the Disney stock is certainly nothing to brag about. If you had invested $1,000 in Disney stock 20 years ago, you'd have $1,000. Except for something magical happened. As soon as President Trump won, they felt liberated to start firing all their DEI hires, ridding themselves of all these toxic DEI programs and projects, and their stock price went up pretty significantly, actually. You can see here. Here's the past 6 months. Stock's up 28%. Wow, would you look at that? Decided to join Disney as their chief DEI officer. Elon Musk. Yeah. So here's the corporate filing, ladies and gentlemen. We looked it up. It's pretty amazing. This used to be just absolutely littered. Disney actors now that DEI doesn't get you automatically hired. Enough. Oh, and Captain America is fake Captain America is failing spectacularly at the box office. To prove to you, ladies and gentlemen, once and for all, that if you go woke, you do go broke. If you ditch all this stuff and you return to what made you a great company in the first place, which was being an entertainment company and not a lecturing, screechy, victimhood, agenda-driven experiment for leftists, then you're going to have you might actually have a profitable company. Here you go. How painful is it? They cancel the Acolyte, they fire all their DEI hires, and their stock shoots through the roof. And the way Disney goes is the way that all media goes. It's sad to say, but it's true. Disney owns so much of the media space. So many media companies and organs are owned, so much IP is owned by Disney. And if they are torching woke in a DEI bonfire, then good things on the horizon. Got a lot in the pipeline, obviously, to flush out before better creators and smarter people can take the helm. But we're starting to see that happen already. We're just still waiting for that. We just can't. Me and every other YouTuber on earth just can't wait for Snow White to come out. It's the one thing. Yeah, it's the one you gotta get out of the pipeline. Oh man, the woke era, there were a lot of laughs, man. There was a lot of good entertainment. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Go woke, go broke. See ya.